What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to share what I like and a few things I don't like about the Fujifilm X-H1 after about a month of using it. A quick disclaimer though, this isn't going to be a full review. There are others who've already done that much better than I can, so this is just going to be my personal observations. So without further ado, let's get to it. The Fujifilm X-H1 was once Fuji's flagship X series camera, but it has since been usurped by newer models. This doesn't mean it's a bad camera. In fact, it can still do some things no other X series camera can, but it does mean that it's dropped in price from its original MSRP of about $2,000 to about $800, making it a very attractive option for those on a budget. The first thing I love about this camera is something I didn't see anyone mention before I bought it. It hides under this little plastic screw cap here, and that is the PC sync port on the front of the camera. What this means is that I can take any of my vintage flashes from my film cameras, like the Canon 188A Speedlight here, and use it off camera with the X-H1. I've owned two mirrorless cameras before and neither had this feature, so this has really impressed me. It brings my digital workflow even closer to my film workflow, and for me that is always welcome. Something I don't like though is the screen. Some of the tilting angles are very useful for photography, but I use digital cameras primarily for video, so almost anything but a forward-facing screen just doesn't really matter to me. And while the screen has very good brightness and colors, it's kinda blurry. It's noticeably softer than even my Fujifilm X-T1, which I would guess has to do with the first generation touchscreen digitizer this camera uses, and it's really unfortunate because it makes manual focusing kind of a pain, and everything just doesn't look as nice as it could. On a more positive note though, despite the price, the VPB X-H1 power booster grip is fantastic and worth every dime in my opinion. It attaches to the camera super easily and adds tons of extra functionality, like the ability to toggle this boost mode that bumps up the video recording time limits and burst speed, minimizes shutter lag, and ups the viewfinder frame rate to a buttersmooth 90 Hz. Not only that, but it also holds two additional batteries to triple your power on time, and it can charge them simultaneously as well as power the camera with the included AC adapter. This has been fantastic. Now, ergonomics are gonna be subjective. By mirrorless standards, this camera is massive. For me and my larger hands, I really like the size, but if you're used to shooting with something like a Sony a6500, you're probably not gonna love this. It's closer in size to your average DSLR, just a little thinner. The control layout is excellent, but it's still definitely a two-handed camera. The extra size does mean that balancing it with larger lenses is easier if you're into more telephoto focal lengths. Next, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Fujifilm's much lauded, and rightly so, film simulations. They are all fantastic in their own way, and they absolutely crush the profiles on my Sony NEX7 that I've been using for over a year now. Pair that with the fantastic in-body image stabilization, autofocus, and the ability to record downsampled log video at up to DCI 4K at 200 megabits per second, and you've got a recipe for some excellent video image quality. This is very crude test footage, I know, but I've got a longer test video coming in a few weeks, so stay tuned for that. For $800, you'd be hard-pressed to do better than the X-H1. It's currently the only camera in the X series with in-body image stabilization, and the autofocusing and IBIS performance seem to get better with every firmware update. Fujifilm also has some fantastic native glass, and with an adapter, you can use Canon EF lenses with almost no crop factor. I love this camera. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit like, get subscribed, and ring the bell so you get notified when I post new videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.